Alrighty guys, it says I'm live. If I am, hello you lovely people out there. My name is Tyson, and in today's live stream, as you can tell by the title, I made more X-Men customs, as I told you that I would. I still don't have a mic, so I'm having to use a mic off of my controller, so it's a little wonky, but whatever. First up, we got Beast. Now, I tried to make this as accurate as possible, because he literally just has his skin and then like a blue type piece, I don't know. But anyway, I went ahead and gave him these like sideburn pieces that kind of go into a beard almost, because that's pretty much what he has in the comics, and I never see anybody use this for him. So the rest of it's just kind of blue, and then of course the blue abs and the claws. And yeah, simple design, but still a good one. Next up, we have Phoenix, or Jean Grey. I decided to go for a different appearance, so instead of doing her current comic appearance, I decided to do her first comic appearance, or what I believe is her first comic appearance. So, yeah, you got the kind of crown mask piece, the skirt, the fully green outfit with some yellow, and yeah. And I don't believe I gave her fire, but technically that is still fire, so it looks okay. Alright, next up we have Juggernaut. This one was very hard and kind of easy at the same time because it's a mixture of light and dark reds. I do think it looks pretty good. You can tell that this was Crystal. I'm the Juggernaut. You know. This design wasn't too hard. Sadly, of course, I couldn't make him a big fig, but this is like a mini fig Juggernaut. So, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I like the helmet accuracy and stuff down. The only kind of iffy part was the chest, because I didn't want to just give it a blank chest, but I also didn't want to give it one that's too out there, because it's literally just a red armor piece. So, next up we have Angel. Now, I decided to do an appearance. I saw, I think, 3 different appearances for him, and it's this one, Archangel, who I believe merged with, like, Death or something like that, and a red version of this one. I decided to do this one because it was the easiest. I could have done Archangel, but yeah, I just decided to do this one. So I gave him this little hairpiece with the swoop, the wings, of course. The only thing that's kind of bad about this is I couldn't add the halo ring on the chest, and of course the black is supposed to be blue. I was going to use light blue because it's more of a Spider-Man type blue color, but I had to do dark blue because it's the closer looking to black, so from afar it still kind of looks accurate, like that could be dark blue, but up close you could tell it's wrong, but it was close as I could get. Next up we have Emma Frost, or Snow Queen, I believe is another name for her. Okay, the game is being buggy and I can't move my character, but there we go. This one wasn't too hard. I did look up what Lego did for theirs. Sorry, excuse me. I did look up, like, her appearance in, I believe it was Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 for a reference, because it was already in Lego. So I just did the same hairpiece and gave her, like, the white cape, and I did the same thing that they did for their arms and legs, because, of course, I'm trying to make it accurate. Pretty much the same face, and I gave her the, I believe it is Zatanna. I believe that's her chest piece, to go with it. The only kind of buggy thing is that hair with the cape. I don't know why it's buggy here, but wasn't buggy in Lego's game. I don't know. Next up, I made all of these this morning, and the next few are mainly recolors of the other ones are like different outfits. So this is Storm's alternate appearance, which is her black suit appearance. I do like this appearance more. The only reason I didn't do it first is because of the... Okay, well apparently doing that bugs it. Because the piece that is the most accurate, which is this piece, isn't the right skin tone, so I was trying to find a way around it by stalling and doing the other appearance first, but sadly I couldn't, there was no way to get around it, so I ended up just using this. The head and stuff's still the same, and then the cape just has the gold trim on it, but yeah. Oh, also, if you're wondering why Juggernaut spelled like that, it would not let me type Juggernaut. It was like, this name isn't suitable or something, so I had to kind of work my way around that. Next up is this other Cyclops appearance. I think that this appearance is really cool, but I wanted to do the comic one, like the first appearance one first. But looking at this one, this is sick. Like, of course I did this his legs or something. It's from one of the Flashes, I believe, and then the same Red Robin chest piece, because this actually looks very good for Cyclops, so. Anyway. Okay. Next up, we have Brown Suit Wolverine. This was hard, because the suit looks just like this chest, but the brown, like, the black part of it was, it needed to be yellow, but you can't change the black color, you can only change the one on top, which made it a lot harder. But in the end, it still turned out pretty good. Of course, I had to use the same stupid brown piece because it's the only one that you can use. I would have done yellow over it instead of brown, but that would have just kind of inverted the colors, and I didn't really want to do that, so it came out how it came out. Then I used the same head and visor type thing that I used on the other Wolverine and gave it this Flash one, but instead it has the black ears. I want this horrendous, hideous object off of my screen. Next up is Professor X, or Charles Xavier. It would not let me put Professor and X in the same name, so I don't know what that's about, but that happened. Now, I decided to do it a little bit different than what I did when I made him for Multiverse of Madness, because it is the same comic appearance. So I gave him the green suit from the waist up, and I gave him this car piece. It's supposed to be his chair. But instead of giving him the same yellow suit, or the same green suit legs, I gave him these yellow legs, which is supposed to still be the chair, because of course, you know, he can't walk, so I just gave him this because it made more sense. I would have made it white to pretend like it's clear and make it look like it's floating, but that just wouldn't have worked. Next up is Dark Phoenix. Now, this is a version of her current uniform, which is green and yellow, but I couldn't find an image of her first appearance with Phoenix. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. I couldn't find one like this, but that was red for Phoenix, so I just kind of assumed that it was a later thing. Now, during this stream, I will go and make this green, just for those of you that would like to see what Phoenix would have looked like, just normal Phoenix. But as far as you're concerned, this is Dark Phoenix. I think it looks pretty good. The chest piece was like the best option because of the symbol, the way it is. It looks just like the one in her normal suit. And instead of giving her orange eyes or red eyes, I gave her yellow eyes because the only ones with red eyes made her look like a 7,000-year-old hobo with 0 teeth. I'm not kidding. But anyway, next up is, and finally, is Pyro. I wasn't going to make him. I was going to make Iceman, but in his like fully ice appearance. but I decided to make Pyro instead because he's just cool. I couldn't give him like his tube thing that runs from his whatever he has on his back to his arms to create the flame or buff it. I'm not really sure. So I gave him like this jetpack piece because it was as close as I could get. And the yellow on top of the red is supposed to be like where the tube connects back into his suit. This design isn't terrible. I wish I could have changed the chest, but I physically could not have changed the chest. There was nothing else, no other options. So, yeah. And I would have done what Lego did and given him like the Syndrome hairpiece, but I just thought that looked so ugly, especially when they could have used this piece, because, well, if it was a thing. I don't know how recent this hairpiece is, but
Dad's on live with Charlie.
sorry about that. But yeah, this hairpiece just looks better. So apparently, my dad is on the phone with Charter to fix internet issues, so I can't show the Iceman thing because I have to finish this now. So I will, whenever I make my Avengers, I'll show it in that one. So hope you guys enjoyed the customs. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I post. Go follow my Twitch at TimeMaster707. Go follow my Facebook gaming page at Taisimo707 Gaming. And when I'm done doing the comic appearances series, I'm going to do a stream where I do like just random things. So if somebody decides to come on and comment something that I should make, I'll make it. If one of my family members wants to tell me something to make, I'll make it to the best of my ability, of course. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest.